Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. My name is Evenlease, and today on 10 Minutes More or Less Ship Review, right behind me, the Vanduul Scythe. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, welcome back to another review. Today, the Vanduul Scythe, but I will say before we get going here on this ship, wow, there are already some changes in the PTU that I'm going to have to review another ship again, and that would be the Argo Raft. It had a major update to it, which I will be taking a fresh look at and already outdating my previous review, which was like a week ago, and to show you all the new things coming to that ship, so stay tuned with that. Otherwise, congratulations to last week's winner on the giveaway. Keep an eye out. There's more giveaways coming. So with that, let's go ahead and start this ship review. The Vanduul Scythe. No paints to be had, so that is why you did not see any paint showcase, which is too bad. But again, this ship is not readily available. It's not available to buy in-game with UEC. The last time it was on the, pledge store, it was $300, and ever since, it has vanished from the ability to buy it, and that's because it's been majorly updated in Squadron 42, and they're holding off on putting it on sale again until potentially, they potentially are holding off on selling it again until the updated version is ready for the, Star Citizen environment. But I'm sure they don't want to give away all the beautiful detail that they put on it with Squadron 42, so it'll probably be a while for that. Now, that's not to say they won't have this come back on the market sooner, but it is a fantastic looking ship, and it does a really great job too. I'm going to be directly comparing this to another medium fighter, the F-7A Mark II, and that is pretty much because all the stats between the two ships are shared, as in there's really not too many differences between those two ships, other than your size, your claim time, and your damage per second. Everything else is pretty much similar. So with that, this ship is 24 meters in width, 33 meters in length, and 9 meters in height, which honestly, it's a pretty big ship for being a medium fighter, but it's got a lot of areas that can be shot through, as in it's not one big target in one area. It's kind of spread out in this weird shape, so it's quite interesting. Now, you do have 5 minutes and 54 seconds on the claim time with an expedited time of 1 minute and 58 seconds. It's pretty good for a fighter getting back into the battle with under 2 minutes. If you expedite, I'd say that's a fantastic time. Now, you do have 1,608 damage per second due to the two size 1 weak laser cannons. And no, they're not, they are weak, but they're also called weak because the Vanduul are very literal, and they know these guns are weak, and that's what they named them. Now, you also have one size 5 War laser cannon and one size 5 Wraith laser cannon, which those guns output major damage. But I will say, between all the guns, you will have 2 pips because they don't have all the same round speed, so get ready for that. You want to focus on which weapons you are attacking your target with so you're not missing all of your shots. Now, you do have 8 size 1 arrow missiles. They're not size 2 and they're not size 3, so you lose a little bit of a competition there, but the size 1 arrows are definitely an amazing missile still nonetheless. With that, you do have 8 of them, and they can do some great damage. Now, you also have what's called a ramming blade, and as of right now, I don't know if it's really functional or whatnot, and you might just hit somebody and just explode, but it is there, it is considered a weapon, and it's pretty cool looking. It's that big part of the wing on the right side of the ship, and I wonder how well that'll be. If it's not already something you can use, how well that'll work in the future. Now, you also have 2 size 1 shield generators outputting 3,460 bubble shield with a total ship HP of 11,701. Now, that is the last of the stats that are different between this and the Hornet. The Hornet has more ship HP, same shield amount, different damage per second, of course, a little bit over 2,000 on the Hornet, but right here is where they pretty much are all similar. This ship has a top SCM speed of 220 with a 480 forward boost and a 230 backwards boost with a top nav speed of 1,150. Now, you do have a pitch yaw roll of 56, 45, 150, boosted 67, 54, 180. Again, that is literally the same numbers as the Hornet Mark II. So if you're asking me, this ship is a ton of fun to fly. Absolutely, it is a ton of fun to fly. If you like the Hornet, you'd probably like this ship. Now, you do have a little bit of a downfall here. You do have only 48 flares and 5 noise, so only 5 chaff, which is really too bad. That is cut in half compared to the Mark II, so I guess I take back my previous statement. There's one difference. You do have a lot less countermeasures with this ship, which is honestly too bad. Now, you do have 22 SCU of hydrogen fuel and 1.3 SCU of quantum fuel. So, again, a fantastic amount of fuel. So, nothing to complain about there. Let's hop into the cockpit. Let's go chase down some targets and see what this ship can do. And as you can see, this ship did a fantastic job even against the player target because, well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I just installed dual sticks, so I'm a little rusty with it. I honestly, first time ever using dual sticks, well, sticks nonetheless, in Star Citizen, but it was still a fantastic time. Was able to take out that saber, and it felt like I just had a lot of fun with this ship. Now, with that, my overall score with this ship here is a 79 out of 100. Now, remember, that's just my opinion. I think it's a great ship. There is definitely not a lot of 10s on the board for this ship. Only the shield, the fuel mount, and the visibility is where you're going to be seeing your 10s. Everything else does get hit for some reason, you know, more or less, right? Because the firepower is not as great as a lot of your medium fighters out there. Your missiles, again, not as great. Your flare and decoy is cut in half compared to other fighters, which is a really big negative. And then, of course, you have a little bit less HP than a lot of your other fighters out there. But otherwise, everything else is still pretty great. Let me know what you think of this ship down in the comments below. Have you flown it before, or is it a ship that you are interested in flying in the future? Let me know in the comments, and again, I really appreciate every one of you. You guys are truly amazing, and I cannot wait until I have more giveaways going on the channel for everybody. I just think it's such a fun time, and I love being able to give back to all of you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.